Namo Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Vasudevaya. Om Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Sri Lord Shiva Bhagavati. Sri Madurga Bhagavati. Sri Hare Rama Bhagavati. Om Shri Hare Hare. Om Shri Hare Hare. Shri Hare Krishna Bhagavati. Shri Siddhartha Bhagavati. Shri Lord Christ Bhagavati. Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Om Shri Hare Hare. Shri Lord Shiva Bhagavati. Shri Madurga Bhagavati. Shri Hare Rama Bhagavati. Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Shri Hare Krishna Bhagavate Shri Siddhartha Bhagavate Shri Lord Christ Bhagavate Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Shri Ramana Bhagavate Shri Punjaji Bhagavate Shri Mujiji Bhagavate Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Shri Lord Shiva Bhagavate Om Shri Hare Hare Hare. Om Shri Hare Hare. sound of rain.
Did we lose Claire? It's okay. Namaste, everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai. Welcome, welcome. If you're in the Hangout, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic and speak. And on YouTube chat, you can post your questions over there and we will look at them.
Whose light is fell, clouds of despair. Now my aspiration.
Thank you, my dear. We lost you for a while. That is good. It's good. Guruji said something very beautiful in the satsang the other day. He said that your being is not some sort of a halfway house. If you remember, he said that your being is not some sort of a halfway house. In fact, the reason why we come to satsang is to taste our own being. In this presence, when our attention is immersed, then nothing needs to be understood. Nothing needs to be done. And you realize that it is this being that this entire life belongs to. Everything is done by being. And all phenomena is tasted by being. This is simplicity. supremely simple. And it has always been this way. This being is all there is, and all there is arises within you. Right now, this is true. It is not a state. It is not a gift for a rare few. You are being. It is not special. It has always been. No one has done it. It always has been. No one to proclaim, no one to be humble. This is what it always was. And being is enjoying this experiencing. Even when it seems there is suffering, there is personal suffering, even that being is enjoying. Just like reading the story or an interesting book. All of this is your creation as being. And the person cannot own a blade of grass here. This entire universe belongs to you, and not even a small pin belongs to you. You are the one doer of all things, and not a single thing you can do. All states come and go inside you by your will, and you cannot hold any state. All love, all peace, all joy in service to you, and you cannot have anything at all. So, are you referring to yourself as the first you or the second one? Is our imagination so attractive, so tempting, that we're still attached to the person idea? And being is enjoying the person idea also. Ultimately, it must be said. And I don't say like this very often because very quickly the person itself uses this as an excuse. But every instant of your play is being enjoyed by you. And only being is here. Being you can taste, being you can perceive, being you are. I am. Where is the other guy? Where is the ego? No more allegiance to that which you cannot experience. Only its voice, which is only saying, but what about this? Who is speaking? Let that one introduce himself, herself. Then you can trust it. Let it come up and say, this is me. It does not exist. Never existed. To exist would mean that it had some reality. It was all a part of your play, all a part of God's play, in which this energy would come. Being is present, here now. Where is the ego? So let the one who can introduce himself, let that one speak. Let your voice now belong to that which is present, not that which is imagined. This is
Namaste, Father. Oh, sorry.
this is completely effortless. Effortless. May we all become this voice, this one voice, where there is nowhere to go, nothing to get, no attack, no defense, no desire, no aversion, no proclaiming, no humility, no resistance. It is already so. It always has been. But you can pretend if you like. And it seems like it is an attack when I say that you can pretend. Because something comes up and says, what do you mean pretend? I'm not pretending. This one who says I'm not pretending is the pretense itself. Is the pretense itself. All of you, whether you know it or not, all of us are here to see God. You might feel like we are here to see Ananta. Ananta might feel like he has to share Satsang. None of this is true. You're just here to see your own being, to see the truth of what you are. And God is here in your own presence, your own holy presence. You cannot step away from it. You cannot keep it aside. Even the energy of the mind, even the ego, this energy construct called thought, comes from your own presence. And even if we give belief to the person identity, it does not truly come into existence, you see. We believe it into pretense, not believe it into existence. It's very important that all of us see this. And I know very often in Satsang we say that it is our belief that brings the person into existence. And conversationally we can say like this. It's completely fine. But actually, even with our belief, we bring it into pretense and not existence. Therefore, none of this play has ever really happened. You never became a person and you never got freedom. You never went to sleep and you never awakened. All of this is just a story. Let all your concern, let all your problems, let all your ideas, let your bondage, let your freedom, let it all be mine. It actually already is. Then no Ananta, no you, just this one being. Then the Sangha of one. That's why this is the Sangha of being, which is the entire world. You see. Now we don't play any games. Now we don't have any story. You yourself now chop off the head of any story that you still have. Doesn't even need any intervention. You can do it now. And every time you say I, anytime you say I, seriously, smell for where this I is coming from. Conversationally, of course, we can all use. But with belief, when we say I, then this I must put up its hand and say, this is what I am. And as long as these are just words, as long as these are just words, then the mind will make something, mix something in this. Let them permeate into your being. Don't understand anything. Because I am not here to argue with your mind. We can fiddle with it for a while, and see if there's openness enough for it to be dropped. And although the mind might want to argue with everything it hears in satsang, the voice that speaks here is not interested in any of these games. And if it is games that we want, then this entire realm is for you to play this game. Everyone is playing. Everyone is playing this game of person, this game of mind. And Stina says mind also carries wisdom, isn't it? Mhm. Depends on which eyes you're looking from. For God, this mind is nothing. For the person, this mind is everything that it relies on for its existence. Find out who you are. Are you God or are you a person? And for how many lifetimes are we going to listen to this wisdom from the mind? Has it rid us of our suffering? Or is it always wanting more, always wanting something else? It calls you a person. Then you say, I am God using the mind. But the mind does not call you God. It says that you are a mere bucket of flesh and blood. You are saying, I am God using the mind. But the mind calls you this bucket of flesh and blood. This one that is going to die. The mind wants to be your God, and it wants you to be the person. And then Stina says, no, it does not say this. But even if when it says that you are God, it is referring to you as a person who is now God. Look, look, look and see that there is no Stina. And because there is no Stina, there is only God. And this one, this being, the presence, does not need to rely on these thoughts. Does it need a thought to spin the earth around the sun? Which thoughts are holding that in place? There are millions of processes happening in the body. Which thought is running these? All of these forces, everything is here in this realm. Electricity, gravity, light, sound, evolution. Are thoughts required for this? And then you say, God wants me to take care also of the body. But if this me, who is this me? You already said you are God. See this dichotomy, you see, you must see it. You invent this me to take care of something, and this me never comes into existence, yet it pretends. Find out what you are. And if you find that you are this being, then you are taking care of this entire universe. What is this body for you? And all of us have been having these conversations now. Where all our ideas, even the holy ones, are now being taken away from you. Even your prayers are being taken away from you. Even your surrender is being taken away from you. And Stina says the body is neglected by many beings. There is nobody else here. It is all about you. All of this is a play which is appearing to you. Find out where this body is, whose body this is. Lots of chat. Let me catch up. Atma, my dear, you wanted to say something?
Namaste, Father. I wanted, but it has gone. That what I wanted to say. I really don't remember. But what I can say from this moment now, it's, as I have already written on the chat, it feels like I've never been in satsang before. Like it's the first time I'm hearing Ananta speaking. It's a completely new understanding, if I can say like this. It's what to say. For example, yesterday something has been revealed from inside, and it's already gone. Not in the sense that has left me, but it's like already became the part of my being. The understanding that I'm able to feel the way you feel, all of us, your love. It was something like revealed. It can be said in words. It's a real realization that I'm you. I said this many times, but cannot be said in words, and I know that you understand me. What I saw from yesterday very seemed to be very strong, and also this morning is this like a different kind of frequency of energy. It cannot be seen, but just felt like flowing through my body and wanting to. I don't know what is actually doing, but nothing is happening, nothing at all. Just when this comes, like this morning, and it's good that satsang is here because I can be with this. It's like some, if I can say purification, but I don't see even like that. It's only after this is gone, just what I can say there is, it's more light, only that. It's every time more light, anything which wants to be brought on the surface, it's been brought, and it disappears in this light. And this energy has been felt recently, some days. Actually, nothing to report, nothing to say that I have seen. Just the presence of this energy, and I don't even know if this is energy, but I have to use a word, which sometimes before seemed to be strong energy and felt like discomfort, and it was only because I did not know how to deal with it. I did not know how to let it be and let it flow as it was. It was my misunderstanding, nothing else. All my suffering was this misunderstanding of myself. I did not know I would say it in this way, but actually it was this. When you spoke about ego, I felt, what is ego? Where is that? Or where is this mind? What was bothering me? Where is all this? It was just because in the past I was not looking or checking what is really happening inside me, and I was not inquiring. I did not know that was possible, and it's just because I was not giving attention to it that all seems to persist for so long time. But actually it's only because the light of consciousness was not put on it, like something like this. Now when the light of consciousness is on it, it is seen that is nothing, and somehow spontaneously it is coming to a balance. Actually, there is only this light, and even light, it is seen, because all this happening, for example, yesterday, I was present with my eyes closed, and I was also, now I can enjoy your words. I feel heart, I feel light, but at the same time there is something unmovable which knows that is nothing happening. No, but that's beautiful, because this being, this consciousness is it's enjoying itself in all these. Just now there is no feeling of imagined person who can say this is my experience, this is what is happening to me, only that. But all experiences, I mean happenings, are still here, just the owner of them, there is no owner. And this is freedom, this is freedom. Thank you.
Annette is also with us today. Very good. You're able to join, my dear. Annette says, when the mind is a storming blizzard, and feelings and sensations are in the body, what is the best way to find the I God? This is very good. So you say mind is storming blizzard, lots of feelings, emotions also coming. In these moments, I have a question for you, which is, can you stop being? Even when mind is storming, lots of emotions are there, then you check, can I stop being? You find that your presence is still here, being is still here. If you go about looking for being, can I find the being? Then it seems tricky. But when you say, can I stop being? Being is here, unchanged through all of this. And the absolute I, which is your true position, is aware even of this being. So with this simple question, can I stop being now? You find that God is still here. Priya says, yes, Father, just this. Here, nothing and everything. The body is here and is seen as no different from the computer, the sky, your beloved face. None of it belongs to anyone. It just simply is. Radhika had said, just jumped up. This was my prayer today, Father, to see God. And now God is seeing God. And you are witnessing the play of God witnessing God. Jerome said Jerome, or Okay, we can stop typing for just a minute so I can read, otherwise it jumps. Jerome or not Jerome, this is not the question. Don't mind beautiful. This is not the question. Don't mind beautiful neutrality. Welcome this Jerome, so called, and appreciate this come and going beauty. Yes. Yes. When we are resting in our true position, then no appearance bothers us. You enjoy the play. You see. From our true position, nothing really bothers us. So if something bothers us, then it is not that there is something wrong with the appearance. This is the classical mistake we make. You see. When something bothers us, we feel that there is something wrong with the appearance. Actually, it is just that we lost sight of our true position. The appearance just is what it is. But we get confused about our true position as just this awareness. And we try to fix things in the appearance, which is also part of the appearance. The fixing or making worse, which happens through the actions of this body, also part of the appearance. If whatever appears is God, how to not see this reality?
Also, with Chinese, okay?
Is God different from what appears? Yes, this is a very important point to contemplate. As long as our position is clear, then we can see that all which is appearing is God. If we are clear that I am this pure seeing, this awareness, then we can see that all of this is arising within me, seems to be in front of me. And you can see all of it is God's play. I was speaking for a while with a blank screen in front of me. There was no hangout. I lost all of the chat which was there in the Hangout, so it's something you feel that you want me to share, you can type it there. But the YouTube chat is still there. And Satsanga had said, Namaste Anantaji, I want to expose. There is so much resistance and anger coming up, and the body is sweating from it. When listening to today's satsang, it's like I just want to close the computer. It feels like nothing that was said is resonating here. Yes, it can seem like this. One is saying that today seemed like the first time I've been in satsang. Something is clicking. And another can say that nothing is resonating, it just sounds like nonsense. I just want to close it. In either case, you stay in satsang. Nobody promised that it's going to be a party. Nobody said that it will be only joy, bliss, good times. Because from a personal perspective, actually, satsang can be this great, seems like this great demolition of everything. Demolishing all our concepts, all our ideas, our life, our ideas of life. So all the resistance, all the anger can come. But it all stays very vague. You see with satsang, if you look at the resistance that comes, the mind usually cannot pick on what the problem is. It's saying, but this is not making sense. What? What is not making sense? Cannot identify. Just saying this is too much, just words. Which part? It says it. Oh, he doesn't understand you. Mhm. These kind of things, very vague resistance. Therefore, it is good if you can say that when you say this, it does not resonate. You see? And be careful when you say the word resonate, what it means resonate. Because if resonate for you means it's not something that my mind agrees with, then that's not the resonance that I'm talking about. You see? Then nothing is resonating here for any of you. Because the mind cannot agree with this. What is the meaning of resonance? It only means that something is permeating. And it can be accompanied by this resistance, by this fighting, which is just a distraction. Only distracting you by making this noise because it has no more weapons left. And Marriott also saying same feeling as satsanga. Not as clear, same feeling as satsanga. It's okay. We are not here just for nice feelings, you see. We are here to transcend all of this. And you will see very soon that just like thoughts, these feelings also just energy constructs. And because they seem to stay longer, they seem to have more reality. So if you're not inventing this concept of the sufferer of these feelings, then nothing, it doesn't matter which feeling comes. And Satsanga says, then I don't know if it's resonating or not. This I you must find. And it's very good that the person is getting tired. You say, I'm so tired of this satsang. I just don't seem to get it. Give up trying to get it. And Marriott says, I know I'm not here for nice feelings, but it seems so negative all what is said about the mind and the thinking process. Yes, dear. Because what has happened is that we have made God out of mind. And true being has been made just into a concept. Therefore, like my master says, the mind is not your friend, not yet. Where you look at the mind as this pet that you have. But we must speak of the mind in this way so that it loses its position on on the pedestal that we seem to have put it, because it speaks the voice of one who does not exist. And the source has no problem with how we are speaking about the mind. You see, it's all coming from the same source. So the source is having a problem. Contemplate this. Yes, it can seem like we're constantly berating, attacking the mind. We give it all sorts of names. We call it the mosquito, we call it the insect, we call it the Martian, we call it the comedian, we call it all kinds of things. Why? Why do we do that? Just to show you that this one that we have put on the pedestal is the trickster which is constantly referring to you as a person. And it is this trick which is giving you all your suffering, all your misery, all your ideas about yourself. And now it is defending itself, saying, I am also God, why are you attacking me? God cannot be attacked, you see. It cannot be attacked. All that is sensing the sense of attack is still the mind. And that's why I keep saying, withdraw your allegiance from your mind and see what you are and speak from there. If there's still an idea that I am a person, then it will make this conflict between God and mind. And Stina says, God gave us this amazing mind to make use of it in the right way. And if you truly believe this, then you would not be in satsang. There will be a point where we can say things like this, that even the mind is amazing. But first, it must be seen the entire meaninglessness of it. Till we see that God is not reliant on these just some energies which are coming like this to run our life. Who are you referring to yourself as? First become clear about this. Then you say mind is the perfect gift, it's the best friend, all of this is okay. Find out who you are. Let it not just be another concept. I'm longing to hear you speak from there. And then whatever you say, I'm willing to accept. I'll sit on your feet, at your feet and accept. Don't speak about yourself conceptually. Tell me who you are. And we all together, we will go and defend the mind, if that is what you want to do. And so Chitra had said, dear Satsanga, I'm sure one day, very soon, there will be great and authentic joy, freshness and meaning for you also, as it is seen for some. In being in satsang, the flip happens in a jiffy, and resistance is seen to be zero. The fight just goes. Yes, yes. And many times it feels like the fight is gone. And after a few days, the fight is back. And the fight is gone and it is back. So it is not about, also not about whether the fight is appearing or not. always about what is it that you are. Shanti says, this is party of coming home, all demolishing hidden fears which believed that there were hungry children and families on the Mars. When there is nothing here inside but still wants to know lots of stuff. Still none inside. Father, I'm losing. Baswan said, Father, I'm losing interest in work and everything else. I no longer want to believe the story that I have to go out and earn a living. Am I in trouble? I'm losing interest in work and everything else. I no longer believe the story that I have to go out and earn a living. Am I in trouble? No. You're not in trouble as long as you're not believing any story. So if you're believing the story that I have to go out and earn my living, that is dropped. And also believing the story that I don't have to go out and earn a living is also dropped. Without story, completely fresh moment to moment. If work is happening, work is happening. If not work is happening, then no work is happening. We can live like this, completely free, fresh from moment to moment, without any concept of these decisions. And it's very natural along this way because you have been in satsang for there to be this time where there seems no interest in work. The grace which has got you here is also taking care of everything else. Annette says, I have been decomposing for a while now. I have no idea where any of this leads or why I have such an innate pull towards it. I just feel at home in satsang as the world around me is dropping away. Very good. Very good. That's why you see, some of you are reporting that the mind is resisting and all this is happening, and yet you are here. Because in your heart you know that just following this mind does not work. And now something wants to say, yes, yes. For most things now I don't follow the mind, but for something it is required. Once you discover that there is no person here and all that the mind is saying is personal, then you will see the laughter in this. There is no person here and all that the mind is saying is personal. One of those two must be wrong, you see. For it to be true that the mind is useful, then one of those two must be wrong. Can we identify? So either you have a picture, not speaking to Annette here specifically, speaking in general, either we have a picture of ourselves as mostly God, little bit person, or something like this. Come to complete clarity about what you are. Very good, very good. Tripti says, okay, before that, Radha had said, fight is on here, let it all come now. This is Monday, you see. Tripti said, if I remind myself what I am, isn't that the mind who says, yes, yes, you are God, you are everything? Yes. That is why I often say, don't pick up what I say as concepts. Don't use them as beliefs. Very good that you got up this point. Because we might feel that we are just picking up new concepts. And that is just as worthless. So to replace the concept, I am the person, with another concept, I am God, has never helped anyone. In fact, leads to more suffering. When we replace the person concept with the God concept, it is even more suffering. So what is it that I must do? I must simply check. Don't remind yourself anything. Don't say to yourself, I am God, I am God, I am God. This is not what I'm saying. All that is needed is to check. Who am I? Am I aware now? Can I stop being? Use these as pointers for your inquiry to check. No saying to yourself anything, no concept. That is where the struggle in satsang comes from also. The struggle in satsang comes because I don't give you a concept. All of us are used to replacing one story with another story. We had a child story which got replaced by the teenager story. The teenager had many stories, and then growing up, you had different stories. All stories. We went from one story to another story. Now you come to satsang and I say, this is the end of your stories. And the mind reacts. It says, so what do I do? It wants a story. So when it hears the words in satsang that I am God, that you are God, it says, yes, that sounds like a very good story. This is what I want to be, you see, God. Not even that. So if it is only just conceptual, throw it away. Whatever is conceptual, throw it away. And see yourself fresh for what you are. Find out what you are. And every time some confusion comes, just check. Don't get into this war of concepts. Nobody is winning this. Only check. Shanti says, Father, your story of children slash Mars, I love it. And I see, oh, Mars. Yes, yes. The suffering children on Mars. How will we help them? I love it. And see, this within how I was before. Yes, thank you. Too funny to me and great help. No person, no hungry children on Mars. Yes. For much too long we have believed this voice saying you need to do something, you need to help something, you need to make life better. And you say for who? And when the answer is person, and the answer is ego, it is as absurd as saying, I need your help for the hungry children on Mars. So although the example might sound little bit crazy or out there, it's very useful because this voice is representing something which is nameless, which is faceless, which is just imagined. Not even a good imaginary picture. It is representing nothing. Yes. And Omkar says, Father, it is seen here that the mind likes to take an authentic realization and turn it into a concept to remember. Yes. Because it is used to doing this, you see. In the journey of you go from X to Y to Z, with this you keep replacing one story with another. Because we feel we need to rely on some idea of what we are. Only in Satsang we say drop all of these stories. And then the mind picks up this concept of the storyless ones. You see, that's why it can be tricky and subtle like this. That's why you have to keep smelling. I am now the storyless one. My life is now God's. So the words are true, but you have to keep smelling. Where is it coming from? And when your own words, you will find the presence of them so strong that they are dipped in this presence of love and joy. Then these words are so auspicious, so auspicious. But the truest sounding words, when it's coming from the mind as concepts, then no matter what the content of the words are, they still can be from specialness, from arrogance. It's very good that you see this, that it takes the words in satsang and tries to make concepts out of them. Very good. Notice like this, because I want to leave you with no concept. And then you said every time there is an insight, it is seen that the mind is trying to turn it into a concept. And in that way, sidetrack what is into a search for what is. Exactly. Yes. So for a long time it plays this trick. And I'm still searching for what is. I'm still seeker, seeker, seeker. And sometimes it says, okay, this search is futile. Now you are the one who has found it. Even that is not true. So seeker and finder both ultimately must be thrown away. Amba says, Namaste, good morning. I just woke up from a dream of being in Sahaja. Now I'm happy to be here with you. Very happy, my dear. Jena says, yesterday I was at a fair and someone handed me a little booklet on Krishna. And Lord and behold, lo and behold, he was quite the player. I felt more safe to be what arises. In the outward expression of all the great ones, the outward expression can still be labeled as something or the other, but actually they were nothing. They were no thing, and that is their greatness. Yes, and whatever naturally arises, just naturally arises. So Chitra says it is heard because it is almost possible that there could be life on Mars, but totally impossible for Jupiter. It seems likely that there might have been, in some many thousand years ago, there might have been some life on Mars, but I don't feel any of the research is showing that there is currently some real Martians there. There could be some microorganisms or something like that. Tina says if some very intelligent and probably not awakened people wouldn't have used their minds to develop computers and internet, we could not share satsang here. Mhm. And if you go and speak to all of those people, you will see that most of them always say, I tried and tried with my mind, and then from somewhere, in the moment of quiet, some deep insight came. Especially if you hear from someone like Einstein, you will say like this. In some moments of great intuition, a deeper quality, something arose within, and the greatest discoveries seem to have come from this place. So, like I've been saying, find out, find out who you are, and then we can speak about the worth of the mind or the worthlessness of the mind. Andrew says it's all heading to the ocean, live stream or natural stream. Yes, this is the ocean, the boundless ocean. Stina says, I like your answer. Finally. Thank you, my dear. Aparna says, Namaste, Father. Although there is neutrality here, completely feels like the presence is also not felt. Kindly shed some light on this. Thank you, Father. Much love and gratitude. The neutrality here, but presence is not felt. So being is absent. How do you know being is not absent?
Namaste, Father.
This being itself is presence. That's why I made it so simple when I say, can you stop being? Because oftentimes we can get this concept of presence to mean something like joy or bliss or peace or something like this. Yeah? So we're not saying that. We're saying just being. Being is the sense that I am, I exist. And this cannot be absent.
Yeah, probably I was speaking on that one because the presence is there, but I mean, I meant to say I was like looking for the joy, love, and that part which everyone talks about. Even the other day also I was thinking, I wanted to ask, but somehow that thing didn't come up, so I thought I'll ask you only. The sense of peace is completely here, but that love and joy, how people talk about when you see your presence, you feel that, but I don't feel that. So I was thinking, is this normal, or am I something exceptional or something like that, Father? So is it normal, Father?
I see so much love and joy right now.
I don't know, Father.
Not joyful. Who can say there is no love there? I see so much. It's only maybe that the mind has some idea of love and joy, you see.
Although I can feel when I'm talking to others, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Father. Also,
These are not good. The sense of peace or love or joy is not present. But does it bother you?
it doesn't bother me. No, it doesn't bother me. Maybe sometimes because I've been hearing that couple of times now, I feel that okay, that is a must or something like that. It was like that, but yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Father. Thank you for clarifying. Thank you.
Often have I said that Even if there was no moment of joy after this here, it would not bother me. If this was the last moment of joy which I was to experience, how does it matter? There is nobody here to whom it matters. To awareness, all of this is also part of the appearances. I am just here. I am just. I am. Just I. I. Independent of anything, including am. Independent even of am. I wonder if you can all hear this. The amness is coming and going. Also for me. And all the children of am. All the children of being. Love, peace, joy. They also come and go. I remain I. Then all the associations of am. I am person, I am body, I am whatever identification. They are also coming and going. Yet I remain I. All the stories of I am, all the roles of I am, all the relationships of I am, also coming and going with am, and yet I remain as I. All the states and everything that these states bring, coming and going, and I remain I. This world, this realm, this universe, appearing and disappearing, coming and going, everything in it, all seems so real. All these thoughts and emotions, just coming and going with the am, and I remain I. Am is phenomenally being, phenomenally witnessing these phenomena. I am the witness of all of this witnessing. I remain I. all that is appearing and disappearing, all children of being, made up of being itself. And this being appears and disappears inside me. Through this Leela, through this Maya, I remain untouched as I. This me, this you, this us, all coming and going inside the am. Through all of this, we remain as one. We remain as I. Many times we have played, many universes have come and gone, many bodies have seemed like me, millions of years in time, millions and trillions of years in space, all have come and gone inside me, and I remain as I. Let go of all concepts, all stories, all ideas. If you are done with this play, and just remain as I. Jerome can unmute his mic. Let's see what's happening there. We're not getting any audio from you. I can only see Sonia laughing. I can't hear her. This is the first time somebody will wear a mic to laugh. Takes a while? Okay. No, it still doesn't work. It's okay. I can see what's happening. It's good. This, you see, this wordless discovery. It's very beautiful. When we don't know whether laughter or crying, and it means nothing. Whatever is coming is coming. So much love to you. Jerome says the pilot is little bit long to install. The pilot is what? The pilot is little bit long to install. What is the pilot? Oh, this, okay, the mic. Yes, yes. The no headset and okay, it's okay. No, my dear, still no audio through this. No. It's okay. It's exactly how it is meant to be. Very good. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Aussie Sister 60, Aussie Sister 66. Thank you, Andrew. Ah, Aussie Sister says, sorry, don't know how to change the name. It is Lisa. Lisa Osborne. Much love. Thank you, my dear. Much love to you too, Lisa. Annette says, so I have a question. Is it okay to not want to be social with anyone? I try, but I get tired very much, even just with coffee. Yes. Just be nothing. Not social, not antisocial, just nothing. And when something social comes in front of you, even then just be nothing. And you will find that God is playing all of these roles. You remain as no thing. And then Annette says, but then how do I know if I should or should not go to meet up with others? Trial and error? You will find that life is leading life. Life is leading itself. When you take the person out of the picture, automatically you might find that your feet are moving in a particular way or not moving, and you just remain as the witnessing of all of this. Then you will see that this one who was saying that I am the decision maker, I am the doer, just never existed anyway. It was all an idea. The same one who claims these are my thoughts also claims that these are my actions, also plays the role of the pretend decision maker. All imagined does not exist. It pretends to be the caretaker of our life. It has no tangible existence. Many of you today have been saying, but the mind is a useful servant. It helps me with so many things. Check, check what it has helped you with. This magician which convinces you that God needs your intervention. And you realize that all of life is a beautiful flow. It just moves on its own. Dana said, don't mind me, Ananta, not making sense. I don't mind at all, my dear. Even the idea of making sense and no sense, forget about it. And you let the words permeate in your heart. And it says, so whatever I do, it is okay because it has some use to awakening. Yes, in one way we can say like this. If everything that is appearing now is in service to your freedom. But remember that your freedom or your awakening is not dependent on anything that is appearing. You already are that. You are free. As long as you don't pretend to buy your concepts about yourself. Have no concept of bondage. Then can you show me freedom? This true meeting is what you are here for. This true discovery of yourself. Satsang is the only place where you come not to meet another, but to meet yourself. Annette says, just seems like freedom would know what to do. Just seems like freedom would know what to do. I like this very much. And then she says, sorry, still a person trying to find the fire dinner. For you, I have very simple pointing. Simply don't believe your next thought. Then you cannot show me the person. Especially these thoughts which are now coming and saying, but that's easy for you to say. Or thoughts get belief on their own. Or this is not that simple. All of these are just thoughts. Let them come and go. Don't give them your belief. Attention is okay. Don't try to resist attention. If attention goes to thoughts for a while, it's okay. Just withdraw your belief. It is very simple. Then this idea of person, this idea I am a person cannot survive, you see. It will not survive. Okay, there are some messages earlier which I missed, but let's read what Satsanga is saying. He said, Anantaji, you said earlier to give up trying to get it. But this strong drive to heal from everything that has been ongoing in the body since childhood is so, so strong. I don't know how to give up. I'm so tired and yet holding on. And this is hemorrhaging energy, as Guruji said. Still some thoughts holding your belief. As long as we have a concept of ourselves, this feeling of tiredness will not go. Energy is there, yes. There is no one suffering from this energy. The one who says I am suffering is not you. Find out, is there really a sufferer? Find out who is concerned about energy also. Meet me here. And you know that no words which are coming from here are just spoken conceptually. They are coming from a living experience. I am not saying to you that theoretically it is possible. I am saying actually right now it is possible. Find out if there is one who is suffering. Bring this one to me. Then we will see what medicine it needs. The one who is trying right now. The one who is trying. This one. Who is this one? All of this is happening to nobody. The only trick which this trickster has is that it is a nobody with a voice. And because the voice is there, something says that because this voice is there, there must be somebody behind it. It must belong to someone. There is no one. It is only this energy which is coming and going. Trupti says, when I am aware, it goes along with a nice empty feeling inside. Something likes to stick on that. I guess that is also a person. Yes. Yes. Very good, because you are now uncovering all of these aspects of person. The one that says, even I want this state and I don't want this state. That is also the imagined one. Even this one you burn. Even this one you surrender in satsang. Omkar says, Father, your words are truth itself, speaking about truth from truth. However, the mind is taking it all. Even the words, there is no one here, is being used to create a concept. They are seeming to set up barriers, the concept to apparently block the direct perceiving from here. Nothing can ever block awareness. You are aware now. That much is enough. That's why I say, am I aware now? Is enough.
Soham, Adam, we need a space so that Claire can get up.
We lost the moderator and need some space. We got enough space now. She's back. Radha says, am I aware now? Seems so powerful today, Father. Thank you so much. Very welcome. Okay, my loves, we'll end a little bit early today. We can play the invocations now. And also, after Satsang, if Nikki and Andrew are there, they can join the hangout.
Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Dhyanamoolam Gurur Murti Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Mokshamulam Mujiji Kripa Mokshamulam Ananta ji Kripa Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sakina Sarve Santu Niramya Sarve Patrani Pashantu Makashit Bhakvavet Asatoma Satkamya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamya Mrichurma Amritam Gamya Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Brahma Paramastu Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai Om Shri Satguru Murji Ki Jai.
Thank you all so very much for being in Satsang today. Satguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai.
Satguru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.
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 So if Nikki and Andrew are there outside, they can come into the hangout in a minute. And in the meanwhile, we can turn the broadcast off. Claire, my dear, thank you so much for moderating today.